It's a real pleasure to be here today in the home of Donna, Africa, a woman, an extraordinary woman that's fulfilling her dream and travelled halfway round the world to achieve this. Donna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm very blessed. Thank you very much, Andy. That was a wonderful intro. It's not really all about me, but I'll just give you the reason I call myself Donna Africa is because I relocated from my homeland, Zimbabwe in South Africa, to come to the UK to start a new beginning, to look after my late mum, and to realise my frustrated dreams of becoming a model at my age and also an aspiring actress and a poet.
I must say you look very beautiful at your age, the way you put it. But the thing is, you're actually fulfilling your dream, aren't you? But
I must sort of interject there and say that if it hadn't been for my family, my friends and my fans, it would not be at all possible. I've been very blessed and UK has been very good to me. I've had a very upsetting past. I'm a survivor from a civilian ambush where I was attacked as a young girl. And so obviously I also, though it's given me a realization in life that life is so short, I feel blessed that I am here alive, and I don't think I'm wonderful and great. I just feel that I'm doing the most with my life, and I'm also here to inspire younger people and people, to get out there, create your dreams, do it. It's not too late. Look at me, I'm over 40 and I'm doing it, man. I'm having a well of a time. As I said, it's not too late. And a message, Andy, that I really want to get out there is that don't give up on your dreams. Come on.
I must say, Donna, you're a prime example of this, a shining example. And you have achieved a lot during this period, and it will give inspiration to other people in your position. Donna, I believe that you've had quite a few interviews on radio.
Yes, Andy, that's quite right. I'm sort of a bit of a character, I suppose, here in Norwich, away from my homelands in Africa. So yes, I suppose I've caused a little bit of interest. I was invited on to be a guest on the Trisha Goddard show. She's quite a celeb. She's sort of TV host, show host.
She's quite formidable in that field, isn't she?
Yes, she is, and I admire her because when I came to Norwich over 6 years ago now, she was still doing her show in Magdalen Street, which is not far from where I live. But unfortunately, I came here and unfortunately it all disappeared. But anyway, it was great. I got an invitation to join her on her show on the BBC Radio Norfolk, and we discussed and debated the Lads Mags, and I had such fun meeting her. Was a huge highlight of my entire life in England.
You sound like a fan.
I'm absolutely a huge fan of Trisha. I like her. She's ballsy, she's gutsy, and she says how it is. So yes, I am a big fan of her.
Donna, I do believe you've had some television as well.
Yes, see. To keep it quite briefly, yes, I was on the Rich and Judy show because I'm huge fans of Rich and Judy. I love them. And I got featured there on their Valentine's special at the Cactus Studios, and then also on the very popular BBC The One show. They did a series on stargazing with BBC One's astronomer Mark Thompson, and I went along with them to the Seething Observatory and was a featured stargazer, and that was televised.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love to do more.
How does it make you feel being out here under the stars?
Pretty small.
Yeah.
And the realisation that this is infinite.
And we're only just seeing a tiny portion of it.
Donna, I do believe that one of your videos was actually screened at the BBC. Is that true?
Yes, it was, Andy. I couldn't believe it. Basically, I did a show and tell video for the BBC Voices. They came to my home, and we did a short little video about the films I've been in and about my mature modelling. And it was screened on their huge digital screen at Fusion at the Forum in Norwich.
That's absolutely marvellous. In this extraordinary career that you've had thus far, it's not only modelling that you've done, is it, Donna? You've also appeared in some movies as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I've been very lucky and very fortunate, and I must stress, in under three years, I've managed to achieve a little bit, not exactly an A-list celeb. Gosh, I wish. But I'm still working at it, Andy, but thank you very much. Yes, I've been given some great opportunities here by Hazel Cripps. She was wonderful. She cast me in a movie called Malice in Wonderland, which starring Donna. And I've
seen that. That's a fantastic movie.
I think. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sure future film productions will appreciate that. I just was basically a dancer and a background artist, but that's where I started. And then Hazel Cripps got me a cameo appearance in the award-winning acclaimed film The Scouting Book for Boys, which was actually filmed on location and around Norfolk. And so I was given a cameo appearance. I mean, I thought I'd been blessed because I'm a huge fan of Tommy Goose, and he starred in it. So
have you met these people?
Well, I worked with them, Andy.
Of course, yeah.
So my scene was with Thomas Goose and Susan Lynch. I was absolutely trembling when I was doing that scene with them. I know I didn't get a line, but I got to be in the scene peering my head around with Tony Maudsley. And it was a moment for me, and I tell you what, Andy, I was petrified. But I did what the director told me to do. I did exactly how... And I tell you what, it was so exciting to be with real actors, and it was a huge highlight.
What an experience for you.
It certainly was. And now I actually got one line in this one. It was called The Black Widow, Andy, which was produced by my good friend Russell Cherrington in Cumbria. And I got to be featured with a very renowned, famous York actor, James Middlemarch, in a short black and white, retro atmospheric film. And James played the detective, and I was the femme fatale.
I do believe you're a bit of a poet as well.
Yes, Andy, a rather frustrated one.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, I do. I do share my poetry on Facebook and on my website. And actually, I was very lucky. There was on BBC Radio Norfolk. They asked you to send in your poetry, so I sent in my poem called "In Need of a New Heart," which was a gut-wrenching poem, and what I'd experienced and what after losing my whole family. Anyway, David. Cut a long story short. The fantastic BBC producer David Webster, he read my poem live out on air. And
how did that feel?
Well, I'd rather have read it myself.
I hope he's not listening to this.
No, I think David Webster.
I've met David. He's a nice man. Actually.
He's got a wicked sense of humour. Fantastic. I listened to him and his banter with Stephen, and I tell you what, that brings a smile to my face. As you know, you are the first person to give me my first break with my first modelling debut shoot, which the very infamous body stocking, which got me started. But
that's got everywhere, hasn't it?
That picture.
I remember that pretty well.
You took the picture.
You were a little bit nervous to begin with, because it was let's be honest here, your debut shoot, but I think you flourished.
Yeah, can you believe that, Andy? That was 3 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
I know, gosh. Without creative people, where would you be now? Like, where,
Absolutely.
I mean, we are living our dream and creating loads of things and inspiring people to create their dreams and giving. It's a lot of giving. And,
a lot of giving.
It's a lot of giving.
In this industry, you really do have to work with each other.
Exactly, Andy. Yeah. I was taught, I was in advertising for many, many years, and I was taught about the real team spirit. My team. T for together, E for everybody, A achieves, and M for more. So as a team, I'm a team player most of all. It's just another message for you people out there that we are a team. Together, everyone achieves more.
Well, I do believe without being a team player, you can't win a game. In the vast spectrum that you've covered over the years, can you fill us in briefly, Donna, about some of the highlights of your modelling work?
Yes, I like the word briefly. I do myself always like to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Because we don't take ourselves too seriously. Please, people. Yes. Okay, briefly, I've been fortunate enough to have done a model assignment for Aspinalls of London, which is situated in Mayfair. And I know where Mayfair is because I played it in the Monopoly board. And I didn't know what it was before.
Very good. Thank God for the Monopoly board.
Yes, it actually taught me a bit about London.
Very educational.
So that was an eye-opener for me because I'd only seen it on the Monopoly board, and to do a photo shoot there, well, I tell you what, was in my element. Anyway, moving on. So my model assignments include the Aspinalls of London, Norwich and Peterborough Building Society, and a Chapperfield shopping centre, Fashion for All, which I was featured in a post and website.
I do believe, Donna, you were also on the prestigious Stephen Bumfrey show on BBC Radio Norfolk.
Good. I feel very, very, very honoured and privileged because I'd been listening to Stephen on his show in the mornings, and I thought, wow, this guy, I like his personality, I like what he's saying, and I emailed him about what I've been doing and what I'd achieved, and he got hold of me and said, come on to the show. And I said, wow! So, so I met him, and what a beautiful guy. Gave me a big hug because Stephen Bumfrey's known for his big hugs, and his personality is so warm, just a beautiful man. Anyway, we got chatting, and he didn't get all his questions answered because I am a formidable character, but we talked about basically why I had come from my homeland Africa to England, and the choices I made, and my modelling and acting career. And anyway, we just had fun on his radio show, and as I told him, he's a huge fan of mine, and I listen to his program every afternoon now, and Stephen knows it because I still write to him, so yeah, he knows it.
I must say, Donna, that you've acquired your own unique style over the years that you've been doing this. How would you categorise yourself as a model and as an actress?
Oh, thank you, Andy. I don't know if I fall in any category. I don't think I can.
Unique.
Yes,
You're
I would
unique.
say yes. I think we're all unique individuals. If I was to put myself in a category, I would say that I'm more for the real and natural beauty. Although I have nothing against any other forms of beauty, it's just what I feel more comfortable with. I recently did some naturism pictures to discover myself, and I'm an open, direct and honest person, Andy. As you know, you've worked with me for the last 5 years, and you know that I'm a very open person, and a lot of my fans and friends can see that I'm an open, honest person. I really don't want to disguise myself.
You've certainly been honest over the years and direct, but that sometimes is a quality. Is a quality that many people in this pretentious world don't possess, unfortunately.
Okay, lastly, well, actually it's more priority, and this is, well, the reason everything that I've done so far in this 3 years is really because of you guys, and I sincerely, my special heartfelt thanks to my family, my friends, to my fans, especially to Andreas Yossimi, to Melita, to Lorraine. You know who you guys are. I seriously would be absolutely nothing without you, and it's because of you guys, of your encouragement and your support. You've put me here. Pressure's on, big time now, thank you. No, seriously, as I say, I am a humble person. Without you guys, I would never, ever have been able to create and realise my dreams. And I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I hope you're going to follow me and carry on supporting me and believing in me. And thank you for believing in me. And you know, I love you. So you know that already. And so I'm going to say I love you. It's your Donna Africa here. And all my work, all my poetry, my portfolio, everything, you can view on my free website, www.donnaafrica.co.uk. And don't forget, I love you. Mwah.